Hello students, my name is Dr. Vivek Kaushik. I am a faculty of Indian Polity and Governance and the optional of Political Science and International Relations. In this session, we are going to discuss the complete book list or the resources which are recommended to prepare polity and governance for the civil services examination. You all know that the subject of polity and governance is part of syllabus in both prelims as well as the mains examination. In prelims, you all know we have two papers of GS. So in GS paper 1, we have 100 questions, out of which from polity there can be 17 to 18 questions on an average in any given year. So the number of questions, you all know, it keeps varying from subject to subject, year to year. So in certain years, you may have even more number of questions, but on an average, we have 7 to 18 questions from polity and constitution. In the main examination, we know there are 4 papers of general studies, in which general studies paper 2 consists of polity, constitution, governance, social justice, and we have international relations. These are the broad areas, the broad themes of GS paper 2. The detailed syllabus you can always go and check. Now, UPSC changed the pattern of the main examination in 2013. Because before 2013, we used to have only 2 papers of GS and there were 2 optionals. But from 2013 onwards, we have only 1 optional paper, that is 2 papers of 1 optional, and we have 4 papers of GS. So if we analyze 2013 mains exam paper till 2024 main examination, then what we observe that out of these broad themes, polity, constitution and governance is very important. So out of total 250 marks, around 170 to 180 marks are from polity, constitution, governance, and remaining 70-80 marks are from social justice and IR. So you can see that this subject holds immense significance for the main examination. That is why it becomes essential to know the correct list of books, the resources that they need to cover for the both prelims as well as main examination. Okay, coming to the book list. First, there are certain very popular options which are available in the market. One popular book that you all know is Indian Polity by M. Lakshmikant. And this is a very popular book. And the reason why this book is popular is because this book has been specially authored. It has been specially penned down for the civil services exam aspirants. That is why the language of the book, the style of the book is very student friendly, is very reader friendly. Unlike some other books, for example, written by Durgadas Basu, D.D. Basu, a very famous legal luminary, or the books written by Subhash Kashyap, a very popular expert of the Indian Constitution. He was recently a part of committee, high-level committee, set up under former President Ramnath Kovind to study and give report on simultaneous elections. So he also has written some books. But the difference between those books and Lakshmikant is that those books have not been specially written for civil services examination. Whereas Lakshmikant is specially for civil services exam. That is why the content of the book, the style of the book, the language of the book is very student friendly. It will not use too many articles, too many legal vocabulary, too much of legal jargons, simple language, point format. That is why the book is popular. Otherwise, equally good book is this book, Introduction to the Constitution of India by Durga Das Basu by D.D. Basu. So it is totally your choice as to which book you would like to follow. But remember, it is advisable to follow only one book, because covering both books will become very time consuming. It will lead to duplication of efforts. Because if you read both of them, you will find that a lot of content is common, is same. And that means you are spending your time in reading same content from both the books, right? If you really want to read both books, what I can suggest is, first read Lakshmikant. It will cover bulk of your syllabus. Then you may switch to Durga Das Basu, D.D. Basu, Introduction to the Constitution, and find out that what extra value addition you can get from D.D. Basu. So maybe on the same chapter, on the same topic, D.D. Basu has given some extra explanation, some extra case law, some extra example, so that you can add in your book. Right? Okay. Now, while reading polity, we often come across certain articles of our constitution. For example, if you are reading current affairs magazine, or if you are reading newspaper articles, you may come across some articles of constitution. For example, recently the President of India, Madam Draupadi Murmu, has exercised her powers under Article 142. And she has referred certain questions of law, certain questions of constitution to the Honorable Supreme Court. And this has been in the backdrop of Supreme Court's judgment in state of Tamil Nadu versus Governor of Tamil Nadu, a copy of Constitution with you. For that purpose, we have this book called The Constitution of India, PM Bakshi. It's a small sized book, small sized, or it is also called as pocket size. It can fit into your pocket, but not really. It can't really fit into your pocket. It is popularly called as pocket size. So this book will help you if you ever want to see any article of the Constitution as it is, word by word. So you don't have to read this book chapter by chapter and word by word and page by page. No, just as a reference material. Just keep it with you. Right? Now, once you have done these books, one more thing, remember that I have not mentioned the classroom notes. So when you attend regular classes, foundation courses, then the teacher who will dictate you the notes in the class, give you some handouts, give you some reading material, that also is a very important resource for you. So once you have read that resource, then it makes sense to come to these books, right? Now, other than these books, you can also refer to the study material which has been prepared by Apti plus Civil Services Academy. Now, this study material has been prepared by exhaustively covering all the standard books, popular books that are available in the market. Right? For example, the book called Samiksha. Now, this book Samiksha, it contains chapter-wise and topic-wise, chapter-wise and topic-wise previous year questions. So it's very useful to attempt PYQs. For example, let us say, complete preamble chapter. So I would like to check myself. So I would like to solve the questions of preamble which have been asked by UPSC in last 10-15 years. That I will get in this booklet, Samiksha. Similarly, if I read some other topic and I want to solve the previous year questions of that topic, then where can I get questions of that topic? The answer is in this book, Samiksha, along with answers and explanation. Similarly, For the mains examination, we have these previous year question workbooks. So this is, for example, for GS1, this is for GS2. So these workbooks can be of immense help when it comes to preparing for the main examination. One more thing, remember that for the main examination, apart from these books and maybe Lakshmikant, DD Basu, you also have to refer to current affairs, newspapers. Because in the main examination, UPSC often asks questions in polity and governance which are somewhere related to any current development, any current event. Now see, to answer any question from current affairs, you need to have your basics first. So you have to build your concepts first. You have to build your static knowledge base first. Over and above that, you can add and answer the current affairs questions. So remember that reading standard books, these books, or Lakshmikant and the classroom notes given by the teacher, apart from that, you have to add current affairs over that. Right? And always practice the previous year questions, brainstorm. You have to analyze yourself that what is the question, the exact meaning of the question, the exact demand of the question, that what the question is trying to say and what the examiner would like to see in your answer. So that practice, that brainstorming, analyzing, that has to be done until the day you clear the examination. So I hope via this session, I have been able to address some of your doubts regarding the book list, the resources for Indian polity and governance. So I wish you all the best. Bye-bye. Take care.